Hello and good day, beautiful soul. This is the Angel Lady Terry Marie, and today's broadcast, What is Your Life Purpose? Is brought to you by the Angel Gesele, Gesele, the Angel of Divine Life Purpose. And sometimes when we hear the word divine, it's like, oh my goodness, and it kind of freaks some of us out because we don't feel very divinely very often or not nearly enough, right? I know I can say that about myself sometimes. And even though this is another segment of Wisdom of the Angels, live the life you are destined to live, I'm going to do something a little bit different following guidance. About 2 years ago, I believe it's 2 years ago, it could even, anyway, at least 2 years ago, we started to channel a new book called Conversations with Angels. And today when I was trying to figure out or they're already trying to come in, tune into guidance as to which angel to work with today during this segment, I was guided to go back to the book or the notebook where I channel the Conversations with Angels. And it is in this notebook actually. And I put a label on the front. I'm just showing this to you. And I'm already manifesting another bestseller on Amazon. So this is my very special notebook for Conversations with the Angels. And so far we have, I don't remember how many, 7 or so. Anyway, without digressing and getting too far off the point for today, what we're doing a little bit differently is to read to you or read with you part of Gesele's conversation. And this is like a Q&A between Angel Gesele and I. So I'm just going to read the intro and then I'll just, ask the question and I'll let you know when Gesele's answer is. You'll probably be able to tell by the energy, but I want it to be very clear so you get where it's coming from. So I'm looking down, all right? So I'm not paying attention to you, beautiful soul. I just want to read this to you and share it as I'm guided to do so. So Angel Gesele, the direction of your life purpose. One of the most difficult and challenging parts about being human, in my humble opinion, is figuring out what our divine life purpose is. Do we get to that place where we can actually start living and fulfilling our purpose and trust prosperity and abundance are truly truly ours just by following our inner intuition, our inner intuitive self, and guidance from angels. This is what Angel Gesele is here to help us with. More specifically, this angel helps us heal our transcendence from spirit to physical form, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually. Angel Gesele will help us remember what was forgotten as we pass through the veil of forgetfulness and reconnect to our inner intuitive self. So this is me. Hello and welcome, Angel Gesele. I feel so blessed to know what my divine life purpose is and to be following my path to fulfilling that purpose. So many are not as fortunate. How can we help more discover and then find the courage and strength to follow their path with prosperity and abundance? Gesele. Hello and welcome, child, to the path you have chosen. Since the days of the beginning, long before you have come along your path, and be sure reaching out to help others rediscover themselves in ways their soul has yearned for as far as human memories allow them to remember. What is the most common misconception among the many? Me. The most common misconception is that many really feel and believe that if they only knew why they were here, that everything in their life would simply be resolved. My sense of knowing is that we must first clear or at least begin to do the deep healing and forgiveness work around these false beliefs and delusions we've been taught to accept as truth of who we are and to live within the limited expectations of others of what's truly possible for us to attain and achieve in this lifetime, Angel Gesele. This is indeed a very revealing concept about rediscovering one's life purpose while in human form. This is where we shall begin. As you have said in your many teachings, one cannot expect to suddenly uncover their mystical purpose for being if they have not yet begun to decipher the many obstacles that begin with the transcendence from spirit into their current physical form. Allow me to explain further what is meant by transcendence from spirit into physical form. Me, yes, thank you. This will certainly help clear things up for so many people. Gesele, all right, then I shall begin thusly. It is true, each and every human has entered into a soul agreement or contract prior to the transformational process from pure soul essence into a vessel which is dark and cramped. This vessel is the human body, which is first housed within the mother's womb. At the moment of conception, the vessel is being prepared to receive the soul. The soul is also preparing to accept the initial limitation of what feels like confinement, which is the total opposite of infinite and limitless expansion. Infinite and limitless expansion is the true nature of every soul, whether housed in male or female vessels. Many souls are simply unopened or unprepared for transcendence, no matter if it is their first earth journey or it is their 100th. The veil of forgetfulness has a dual purpose, of renewing the trauma once human life has ended. There are, of course, those among you who have intact memories which aid them in their current earth journey, yet the veil of forgetfulness will not be denied its role in transcendence from spiritual to physical form, for fear that more souls will choose not to incarnate for their agreed upon earth journey. Amazing. Okay, so me again. How can we heal or begin to heal our transcendence, Angel Gesele? This is the Gesele. This is not so complicated a task as first imagined by the multitudes seeking the answers of their purpose, the true meaning of their existence in this place and time. Once the question rises from the depths of the inner self, the way is being prepared for the honoring of the agreement to be of service in such a manner as to effect lasting courage or lasting change long after the soul ascends back into spirit form from whence it came. For many, the trauma of previous earth journeys is so great, they choose to remain unawakened because fear has erased the truth of light, unconditional love, and personal ascension while still remaining in their vessel. Understanding need not be complete. What is required is the willingness to accept transcendence as a truth. This, in turn, initiates healing on many levels, dissolving issues that have caused obstacles of connecting with the inner intuitive self for the remembering of one's divine life purpose. Let us be clear in these writings. One needs only begin the deep healing for the current human life, peeling back the first layers of forgetfulness. It is then possible for the remembering to begin in earnest. There's a little bit more, just a moment. There appear to be multiple causes, yet there is one root cause standing in the path of each soul. You, child, have one such root cause. And let's see. I'm checking in to be sure if I'm to read any more, and I think we're going to read just this next section, and then we're going to call it unless otherwise guided. Okay, so bear with me, because this is the first time in about 2 years that I have actually reconnected with this particular channeling. So in answer to Angel Gesele, yes, I have known as far as I am able in this human life that sense of being or honoring or having been abandoned, taunted, everything. Having been abandoned, tainted everything. This healing has been much more difficult than I could possibly have imagined. Angel Gesele, yes, yet you have managed to conquer this crippling fear, have you not? And I think that's where we're going to end it, and the answer is yes, and it's kind of long. We've got several pages channeled with Gesele, and this is just one of the many conversations that we're going to start working on. There are 5 sections in this book, but to stay on point, do you know what your life purpose is? And if you do, just pop in the comments yes or no. Please say hello, please share, like, heart this video, and we'll be back around soon. And for everyone who says hello or pops in their question, or the answer to the question, yes or no, to their life purpose, if you know what it is, if you're willing to, share it. If you don't, what do you think is standing in the way? And the hashtag is life purpose. Hashtag life purpose. Again, what is your life purpose? Do you know what it is, yes or no? If you do, please share it. If you don't, what do you feel is in the way? Okay, I'm just double checking. That's all that we're to be sharing with you today. It was supposed to be short, but as usual, the angels are a little long-winded at times. So thank you for joining us now or later. It is always a pleasure, beautiful soul. Bye-bye for now.